So that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about because all this stuff, this is all marketing, okay? And most people, when you think about sales, especially when you think about insurance, most people aren't the type of people who can go out, meet someone, pull an application out of their pocket, and get them to join, like some people we know who did that on the airplane recently. Okay? There's few of us who can do stuff like that. There are a few people in this room who can do that. Most people aren't interested in doing that. So what I want to talk about is how to actually get people to join your club. We've had a little bit of success with that in Dayton, and we have our own little way of going about it. I get the luxury or the honor of getting to go to a lot of different meetings. And you know, when I walk out of your meetings or these meetings, you know what the one thing I think of. I said this to somebody just the other day. Every meeting I go to, I walk out of that meeting and I wonder, why aren't more people here? You know, I am blown away with, you know, like the brag boards and all the things that we do, but yet you can't get people to join your club. Or you can't get people to stick in your club. But one of the things that I preach at my club is that it's an 80-20 rule, and you have to understand that. You have to understand that you're dealing with a volunteer army, and that, and I heard this the other day, that most of your people aren't really volunteers, okay? What they do is they participate, and you have to know who the people who participate are, and you have to know who the people your volunteers are. Your volunteers are the people who are always at the events, okay? They're the ones who are always working. They're the ones who fill all of the seats on your board and on your officers, okay? And then you have your people who come and participate. And it's great to have those people. I always look at it this way. You know, if you look at the 80-20 rule, for every 10 people you bring on board your club, you're going to end up with 2 volunteers. And you should just understand that, and you should welcome the participators, and it's all fine and dandy. But you should understand, and we tell people when we bring them on board, you don't have to come to every meeting, okay? We'll call you. We have people who participate only in specific things. We have a group of people, out of those people we recruited last year, we recruited most of those people all from an event that Lauren came up with. And we recruited most of them, you know where? At the event. Yeah. Okay? When we bring speakers on board to come talk, we talk to the speakers about how great this is. All that marketing stuff is to get people there. What you have to learn how to do and get good at is when you speak to someone, you don't want to tell them all about Civitan. You don't want to throw it all up on them, as we used to say. You know? I want to sit you down. It's like when I talk to a person, I need a quote. No, there is no quote. I need to sit down with you because I can't tell you everything in one sitting. You don't want to feed them with a fire hose. You want to spoon feed them. How I feel the best way to spoon feed a person is you either want to do one of 2 things. You want to get them to a meeting, or you want to get them to an event, with the event being the best thing you can get someone to. Because if you get someone to an event and they see what you do, because going to a meeting is great too. Because I've gone to a lot of meetings. I've never been to a meeting that I didn't walk away from thinking, man, these people need more people here. This thing is great. Okay? But when you talk to somebody, you're so focused and you're so excited about what we do and how we go about it that you're interested in telling them about everything. You can't do that. What you have to do is you have to basically, you know what I say? I just tell people, I need you to come check this out. My whole goal is all about trying to get you to check something out, look at what this is about, okay? And then you can decide what you want to do. We have different ways for you to participate, okay? And we're looking for some people who might want to come on board and might want to take up a role. But we don't sell them on the whole thing all at one time, okay? Because if you do that, they're gonna step back from you. Just like if I was to come out here and say, okay, so who wants to buy some insurance today? That's what you're doing. That is what you are doing. So when you meet people, you have to be of the mindset that all I would like to do is invite you to meet some people. And I think you really enjoy this. I think this might be something you might be interested in. Now, I have a personal favorite. There's different little sales things. Doug wanted me to teach you a sales thing about how you can meet people. I've always preferred this one particular idea, and it's a mindset, and it's called form. Okay? Anybody here know what form means? Or form stands for? Form? Form. Form, like a form. And I didn't make copies of this. But form is an acronym, and it stands for family, occupation, relationship, and message. It drive my wife crazy when I first went in the insurance business because I would use this all the time. And I had a little catchphrase that I used to use. And you have to figure out a catchphrase that you feel comfortable with. But I used to look at people and look at Doug and say, man, you look like you're rolling in the devil. And they would be like, no. And by the time I walked away from them, I knew where they worked for one, because I normally met them at work. I was out. I knew how many kids they had. I knew if they was married. Okay? I knew what they did in the community. And then I had a message, and that's form. Okay? Family, occupation, relationship, message. So first thing I asked them is, oh, I see you're married. Okay? How many kids do you have? Because people like to talk about themselves. Okay? So my whole goal is not to throw up Civitan on them. Not to throw up what I'm trying to talk to them about. My goal is to talk to them about them. And they'll tell you things. You'll be surprised. Okay? Next thing I ask them is, how do you like your job? What do you do? You know? How many people have people tell them, I don't have any time? Oh, yeah. You know why? Because you need to find out everything that's taking up their time right now. And you shouldn't approach it from time. That's why we tell people, oh, you don't have to come to all the meetings. Because then I'm infringing on their time. Do you know how many events I did for how many years before I actually joined Civitan? Some of you heard my story about how I joined Civitan. Because I was too busy. But I wasn't busy enough to get involved in a project. Tony and Lauren will tell you, I wasn't busy enough to appear at a meeting, and then when they do their business meeting, I was gone. But you could always call me, okay? And eventually, once I saw it, and how I saw it was I came to a meeting, okay? And then I went to officers training, and I met a few of you guys. And then I went to a district meeting, and then it was over. I haven't missed a meeting since.
You went on the paddle boat, right?
Yeah, I went on the paddle boat. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah.
You guys kidnapped me and took me on a paddle boat around some island.
You're welcome.
But my whole point is that once I came to the meeting and I saw the big picture, you know, when you talk to people and you're telling them and you're just shooting them with that fire hose, most of that stuff is just going over their head. You know, in reality, and it's sad, they don't really care because they don't think you care. But if you start talking about their family, you want to learn about their occupation, what they do for recreation, and then the message is very simple. The message is not, let me tell you about Civitan. The message is, you know what? I got some people you need to meet who are interested in the same things. Yeah. Or I got some people who are doing some things in the community you need to take a look at. And then you invite them to an event, a meeting, a project, whatever. And then they'll ask you about things. And that's when we show them application, show them what's involved, tell them their involvement. You know, it's a process. Sometimes we'll have people come a few times, okay? The problem is we don't do it all the time. We just gear up for it. But when this becomes a part of what you do, where every time you talk to somebody, you know, you're trying to learn about them, and when you're learning about them, all you're doing is you're sizing them up to see if they're a fit. Because you don't really want everything. You know, Tony, you know about the Noon Optimist in Dayton, the Citadel Noon Optimist?
Right. Yes, I do.
Yes. What size is their club?
They're the largest service club, Optimist club in the world.
How many members do you have, you know?
They have 250 members.
Okay. Oh, they're the Noon Optimist because there's another Optimist in the same city.
Yeah.
That's not as big as them, but I think it has 25, 50 members.
And there's a women's Optimist in the same
Same
city.
city. Okay? So there's tons of room. Centerville's not a big city. Centerville's like Westerville. You know, it's a suburb.
Hey now.
It's a suburb. I mean, it's a nice suburb. It's a nice suburb.
It's a
It's not like Dayton. It's a suburb of Dayton. Okay? My point is that there is lots of room for all of our clubs. Most of us have goals of what? 1, 2 people a year. And it's because it's the way we're going about it. If you, like I said, if you just think, I'm not looking to recruit people. I'm looking to meet people and to learn about them. And then I want to present them with a message of, I would like you to come take a look at what we do. And you can tell them, hey, we're a Civitan club over here, and we're doing some things that I think you should come take a look at. All you want to do is get them to come take a look. And you don't have to lay out the whole plan of what we're gonna do. This is how many projects we have. Oh, we raise money doing this here, and then we have this thing with the ducks and all. We don't tell people all of that. We find out what's important to them, and then we show them how they can get involved with that with us. And that's what we do, okay? So hopefully you picked up a little something from what I was saying, and as far as sales, because I'm not a big sales closer where you do want to do this, don't you, type stuff. I don't think that stuff, you always feel like, you know, you're being a little misled, but when you come from the approach that, I'm trying to find out about you and what's important to you, and then I show you how you can have what's important to you with what we do, and then you see that, and then you get involved, because these are the volunteers right here. But we have tons of people who participate in our clubs that we love. And for whatever reason, they haven't got it yet. Or maybe they'll never get it. But I was one of those people for, I don't know how many years. We just participated. So you never know, but you gotta come at them from what's in it for them and make them important. Otherwise, all you're gonna do is you're gonna struggle. And it's a proven fact over and over. If you look at it, a variety of different organizations out there, their whole focus is trying to get people to come look at what they do, not just throw stuff down. This stuff is all great, all the marketing stuff. So when you get those people to the meeting and different things, you can show them that stuff, okay? But a lot of people don't realize in today's world, it's all about marketing. All about marketing and persuasion. And then sales, and whether you want to admit it or not, you're all in some form of sales, okay? For example, how many people here are married? Okay? How many people in here had a relationship with someone? Okay? At some point you had to persuade that person to have that relationship, whether it led to marriage, whether it led to a friendship. If you got children, okay, you got to persuade those children to see it your way. This is all the same thing. It don't always work. No, it don't always work. I tend to use a lot of threats. But you can't threaten people to come in your club.
Worked for me, that's how I got Tom.
So did anybody have any questions about what I was talking about?
What would be, I have a question, it would be interesting if you could